Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today we've got a product from TurnRaise. This is the either universal micro USB 2.0 desktop charger. You can check this guy out at the time of this video for $27. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check that out. The TurnRaise, we've worked with them before and they come up with a lot of really innovative products. This one seems to be made by imobi4.com. You can check out their website at imobi4.com or scan the QR code. You can also check them out on Facebook as well. You can use this guy to hot sync or charge the phone. They don't give you an AC power adapter, but they do give you a USB cable, and you can plug it into either a laptop or desktop PC USB ports to hot sync data or charge the phone by using an AC power adapter. You can use just something like this or whatever came with your phone, you know, just a regular AC to USB power adapter there. And the interesting thing about this is it's got an adjustable connector, which I really like. I think they put a lot of thought into this. You can move it, it shifts from front to back, left to right, and it also flips 180 degrees. So if your phone has an off orientation, like on the bottom of my Note 4, it's dead center in the middle, so I wouldn't have to adjust that, and it's not flipped either. But if, say, yours is flipped for some reason, you can adjust it right on the dock 180 degrees so that it will clip right in there. And say it was justified to the left, you could also slide the connector over to the left so that your phone is sitting in the middle of the dock, even though your port may be on the left hand side or the right hand side. So they did a lot of thought when it came to the design of this as well. So let's take a look at it real quick. We'll show you the build quality, we'll show you what comes in the box. Very nice packaging here from them, thick cardboard, very well protected in shipping. I'll show you because I repacked everything to kind of show you how it comes. Now they give you a nice little sync and charge dock, look, just kind of like a leaflet to show you pretty much what we've already gone over, how to hook it up. There is a cover mate as well, and I'll show you that in just a second. In case you have a protective case on your phone, you can remove the cover mate and it'll give you a little bit of extra space so that you can fit it on the dock with a case on it. Now this one, I don't have a case on the Note 4 at the moment, so, but I will show you the cover mate and you can check that out as well. And then of course how to connect it via the either your USB data synchronization or your USB to AC adapter for charging and doing the wall. So you've got all that there. Good, just a little reference card. They do give you a USB to micro USB cable here, and it is a standard USB to micro USB cable, so you should be able to use any USB to micro USB cable you want. We're going to use the one that comes with the device, and then we'll show you the device itself. It comes wrapped twice, actually. It comes in this protective sleeve here, and then it comes with some plastic on top of it to keep it from getting scratched. You'll notice there are some fingerprints already on it. It is a glossy black finish, plastic finish on this, so it does get a lot of fingerprints. So if you're someone who doesn't like that, you're going to be wiping this guy down every once in a while. Now when it's sitting on your desk or something like that, it's not going to be a problem because you know, you're not going to be touching it that much. So keep that in mind. Obviously with us, we were checking all the seams and everything in it, and it is a solid product. It's put together very well, and you've got a very nice rubber edge here for when your device is leaning against it, so it's not going to scratch your device. Now you do have a removable plate here. This is the cover mate plate that they're talking about. You also get this little tool here. This is to help you adjust where you want this to be. If you want it to be to the right, you can move it all the way to the right. If you want it to be the left, you can move it all the way to the left. You can leave it in the center. You can also rotate this guy 180 degrees so that it's flipped upside down for devices that have the actual port on it, you know, the other way. So you've got that too. And I thought that was pretty ingenious by them to do that, just for the fact that if I had a device like that, I could still use this dock, no problem. It does move forward and backward as well, as you can see there, so it's got a little play in that, especially if you have a thicker case or an extended battery on it, something like that. So you can remove this, and when you remove this guy out, it gives you a heck of a lot more space in there for a case So if you wanted to use it with a case, you can. I'll leave it off for now. On the bottom, you've got nice 4 nice grommets here to kind of keep everything in place when it's on your desk or whatever surface you're going to use, and it is pretty solid there. On the back, you're going to get your micro USB input here, which I'll plug in now, and this will be for charging, obviously, or syncing, depending on what you're going to do with it. This would be great for your bedside table if you just want to kind of set this guy here when you're going to bed, or it would be good for on your it would also be good for on your desk as well, so that you have something to sync without having to have loose cables all over the place. And it allows you to see the device so that you can see any notifications that might come up. The input is a DC 5 volt, 1000 to 2000 milliamps, and the output is a DC 5 volt, 1000 to 2000 milliamps. So it can support up to 2 amp output for charging, which I thought was excellent as well. So since I'm in the middle there and my Note 4 has its connector in the middle, we're just going to plug it straight down in, and we should be good to go. And we are at 99% right now on my phone, and you can see by the little icon, green flashing icon there, that it is charging. Now I have not tried this guy, which I will try now, to do with the USB 2.0 fast charger. I happen to have a Qualcomm 2.0 fast charger. We'll see if we can plug that into that and actually get fast charging to work through it. I'm not sure that it will, but we will try it and see, and then that way you guys can know whether you can actually get fast charging on this or not. And it is. You've got fast charging. So now I've connected it to a Qualcomm 2.0 fast charger, and through the dock it actually charges with that Qualcomm 2.0 fast charging. So that's excellent, because now you can get if you're fast charging through the dock, and I like that because I really am accustomed to that fast charging that you get with Qualcomm, and it's a good thing that they actually allow this just to pass through like that. So when we put the case mate back on there, or that little plate there, again with no case, I can still hook this guy in. And as you can see, I'm good to go, and I'm fast charging. My fast charger's connected. So it looks really good. And again, you can adjust that either 180 degrees or left or right, or you can even adjust it forward or backwards. If you want maybe a little bit of lean on it, you can do that. And you've got a lot of different ways that you can do this that make this guy pretty versatile. Now if I throw a case on here, I've got a case right here. I'm going to throw a case real quick, just show you how that case mate works, and we'll get that case on there. It's just this isn't a huge case or anything like that. This is a fairly thin TPU type case with a kickstand on it. So we're going to see if we can take off this case plate here, or and then actually get this guy to sync up and charge. We shouldn't have a problem, but you never know. And we're going to do the test right now to see. See, right now I am not charging. So depending on the thickness of your case, you're going to have some issues there, because right now I am not charging at all, and I had the case on there and it just doesn't go down far enough to actually get in there. As you can see, I've got the cutout right there, and it just does not clear that cutout enough to do a charge here. So that's something that you might want to be, I applaud them for doing this, but it seems like it's not deep enough for certain cases, something like that, because I don't get a charge here. If you're going to charge it without your case, again, that seemed to be no problems. I take the case out, I plug it in, and I am connected to my fast charger, and I'm charging no problem without a case. And that's with or without this guy, this plate in here. So I like the idea of this plate, but unfortunately on my device it didn't quite work that way. So I'm going to probably have to dock a star for that, just because the case that I'm using here, as you can see, this is not a thick case. So it's not really you know, a matter of a thick case or thin case. It just seems like it just doesn't go down enough to allow you to actually get that charge in there. Other than that, I didn't have any problems with this. Even with the plate on, without a case, I'm having no problems charging it. So if you're somebody that doesn't mind charging without a case, this guy works really well, at least in my experience with this case. I had a harder time charging it. I love the design. I love the fact that you can justify this left or right for different devices. I like the fact that it'll flip 180 degrees, and I like the overall build quality. I do like the fact that on certain cases this will probably work, but on my case it did not work. So there you have it. It's a solid dock. It allows you to do Qualcomm 2.0 quick charging through the dock, which is also awesome for devices that support that. So we're definitely giving it a thumbs up for those reasons. Just didn't quite work with my case. So this was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. This was the TurnRaise Universal Micro USB 2.0 desktop charger. You can check this guy out on Amazon. You'll have that link below. If you have any questions or comments about this guy, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.